All right, so I wanted to make a video about the pickup configuration on this Shelton Skyflight. So, you know, it's a relic Stratocaster body, you know, that has some heavy relicing on it. And by far the most unique thing about it is the pickup configuration for the Strat. So it's got all Porter pickups. This is the 50s, this is the 60s Strat, and then they have a P90 and then a 50s, I think, Strat pickup here paired together. So you get your 5-way switch, and then you get your 3 knobs, your volume and your 2 tone knobs here. And so you got your standard Strat pickup configuration. So if I just put it on the neck here, and then if I go to the number 4 position, you know, which is your standard out of phase, because the middle Strat is always wound, not wound, but wired in opposite. So you get an out of phase on 2 and 4, which is typical. So, and then your standard middle. And then your 2. And then, by default, the 1 position is actually these in a humbucker. So, now where it gets really interesting is if I want to split this humbucker, both of these pots here, one will split and make it just the P90. And then the other one will split and make it like the regular Strat. So you can pick and choose which one you want to use. So that's one thing that's interesting. Now the other thing is this pot, when I pull it, will add the neck pickup to whatever configuration I got. So right now they're both pushed in, so it's a humbucker, and if I pull this out, then it'll add this into the humbucker. So it's this. Now, if I want to split it like I was doing before, I can actually split it and still keep that. So if I want to split it with the P90, and then split it with the regular. So this adds the neck. These 2 up and down split this different ways, or in is full humbucker. Now there's one other thing that they did here too, is on 2 and 4, where you're running these guys, or these guys, right? And it's out of phase because this one is backwards. So what you can do is when you're in this phase here, you can spin and change from parallel to series. So a regular Strat is these 2 and these 2 in parallel but out of phase. So what we can do is we can roll in the series of these. So the best way to do it is just to, so your typical I roll it all the way. So essentially what I'm doing here is rolling in so they're in series. And then you can blend between the two. And then let's see what 4 sounds like. So if I go back here and go to 2, you can also go ahead and blend them, but blend them by splitting, right? And then if I want to, also add in the neck. So that's just an overview of how this works, because I didn't see any videos explaining this, and I just had to figure it out based on the documentation that was given with the guitar and then testing them. But it's really interesting that this, you know, the push-pull of this adds the neck, and then the push-pull of this splits with one and splits with the other for these two guys. And then in 2 and 4, the blend here will blend in the series. And then you can mix and match all those. So you have your standard Strat sounds if you want, but you can also, you know, mix and match some different things. So far, what I really like, one interesting sound that I like so far is this right here, where I'm blending in the neck with just one of these. So that's an overview of the Shelton Skyflight. Thanks.